freaking out. I think I'm freaking done. I see a creeping clown, I'm down and out, about to run. Hey mama, hide your son. Hey papa, hide your daughter. These clowns are stepping, weapons out, about to slaughter. Been spotted off their rocker, I'm talking awful shady. I'm losing sleep at night, creepy dreams, colossal crazy. Ronald McDonald made me scared, I'm missing chicken nuggets. And I would freaking love it if Bozo would kick the bucket. I'm feeling sick to stomach, fuck ISIS, fear the circus. Let's bring the troops on home before the painted faces hurt us. You can say I'm nervous, give me Xanax, double dose. Quick to panic at these juggalos with rubber noses.
Clowns are coming to your town. The clowns are coming to your town. The clowns
are coming to your town. The clowns are coming to your town. The clowns. I was at my nephew's party, eating cake, minding my own. Then before I knew it, Bubbles showed up in the zone. I take the cake knife and I gut him in his abdomen. Baseball bat pink out of style, then he got stabbed again. I tell the kids to get him, they stomping on his junk. I'm tossing fish up in that ass, I showed this painted punk. Now my sister screaming, she like, you big buffoon. I paid that clown like $60 to twist balloons. Oops, well, no regrets when it comes to clowns. I'd rather shoot them down than mess around, I stand my ground. So if you come where I am, it isn't unfair. Don't say I didn't warn you when I hit you with that jump scare.
clowns are coming to your town. The clowns are coming to your town. The clowns
are coming to your town. The clowns are coming to your town. The clowns. Following presentation is rated R. Yeah, I play the part of real deal megastar. Go on, hate it hard, I'm virginal vagina type, right? That's kinda like trying to fight a stick of dynamite. Doper than some China white. Come on, baby, give a snort. Oops, that was the basalt, now I'm naked with a ninja sword. Stick it in you whore, I'll make a red samurai. Weed so tough, it'll make your dead grandma high. I got a camera guy to follow me, reality. Television telling fridges oozing sexuality. Hella bitches jealous and it want my head, Game of Thrones. She can keep her dragons, I want the booty, make it known. They say take it home, I say let it ride. Cadillac door swing open, better get inside. If you're tripping high, I'll beat you down, you druggie. You dancing with the devil, hell, I'll teach them how to thug it. Yeah, they love me, all the ladies love me. They don't give a fuck if I'm fat and butt ugly. And I don't give a fuck if they're fat and butt naked. I'm just trying to brumski her butt cheeks, rump shaking. Pump faking, run jukes on a pretender. Got a mail order bride, she scream return to sender. Turn to cinder, burn the sinners, we're all doomed. Lock you in a small room, pump up the volume. What's it called? Boom, bass bumping in the speakers. Got a vodka bottle taking shots in the theaters. Jocks in the bleachers, teachers in the meth lab. Seen it in the movies, not the cuties in the death cabs. Hold your breath, Paps, blue ribbon sipping. Fat dude spitting, ask who's getting chicken. Sitting with a few freaks, chilling on a nude beach. And I'm so fly that I gotta buy 2 seats. Now please take the time to turn off your cell phones, shut the fuck up, and enjoy the feature presentation.
Hello everybody, Dick Rickles here. Welcome, 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 welcome. There's our cameras, they're up and running. Alright.
We got a spicy Dinky reviews. Ooh, very spicy. Don't you agree, Mel?
Do we?
Oh, I think so. Oh.
A lot of news today.
A lot
Some
of
good Reddit stories that we found.
a lot of shocking news.
Well, that Denki found.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome everybody. Let me get There we go.
How's everyone this fine Thursday?
Yes, it's Thursday.
Hmm.
Yeah. All right. Well, welcome everybody. Don't forget to throw some stuff in the chat, and don't forget that you can send us stuff to watch for the show at dickrickles69@gmail.com or dickrickles69 on Twitter. Do you have any place that you have them send stuff?
Discord.
Oh, well, okay.
On the Twitch profile page for Denkinasu, if you go under the About section, there's a link to the Discord, which is free to join, and you just, can pop your suggestion in there.
All right, well, there you go.
It's called the Shout Hall.
All right, well, there you go. That's where you can suggest stuff on Denki's part. Here we go.
I like using Discord.
Where do you want to start?
Oh, the one that I got super excited about.
Oh, there you go. Okay, hang on. Let's link Denki's Discord. What's going on, dude? We recently posted clips from the episode that we did together.
Let's see. I don't think you're in mine.
Am I not in yours? Here, let me...
You gotta go to my, go to the Twitch page. My profile page there.
Okay, let's figure this out then.
Excuse me.
Twitch.tv/ There we go.
Go to the About section over there. And you see there's a bunch of links for the Twitter and Discord.
Yep.
I think I also link yours too. Just for the heck of it.
Oh, okay. Alright. How do I link this?
Alright, go to see the little drop down tab by the title up there. Up. Yeah. See, it says invite people. Copy that link. There you go.
There we go. And
Bada bing.
ba-bam. I saw we should do another episode sometime with maybe a little more planning and less technical difficulties. Yeah, I get you. We kind of did just like at the last second go like, hey, you want to be on the show? And you were like, yeah.
I feel like we've gotten more professional, but like we're still running into technical difficulties.
Oh,
which,
definitely.
I don't know. It just kind of attests to the fact that we're getting better, like with how we deal with them.
Yeah, we're handling them a lot better. I'll say that much.
Yeah, we're keeping an audience now that sticks through with us.
Yep, that's true too.
Which is really nice and much appreciated.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, dude, we'll definitely do another show with you on. That'd be cool. Get some. We'll have you send some stuff in that we can watch so that you're not totally shocked at what we decide to cover. Which one do you want to do first?
The Missouri school beating.
Here we go.
Feels like a fun one.
This does seem like a fun one. Boom! So we got... Oh, don't forget to share and like the stream, you guys. Yeah, I really appreciate that. Helps it get it out there more.
I like the stream.
Yes,
you
you
do the
did.
same.
Missouri School District brings back punishment by paddle. You know, no gays in the school. They're predators, but
You know, for the
you can paddle them.
for the party that's all about like protecting children, you know.
They really want to hurt children.
Yeah, they really want like I don't know, this seems inappropriate.
Oh,
like,
paddling seems entirely
yeah,
inappropriate.
right?
Like even if you want to do like corporal punishment, like
You do it in
wrap them on the knuckles. You know?
or you know,
Or dunce cap the little motherfuckers. Like don't
or just do it at home. I don't
Paddle
I
'em.
don't agree with people like spanking their kids in public. I really don't. You
Yeah,
know?
I don't either.
There's a shame aspect to it, and but like,
Yeah, like if your kid is like at that point where you feel the need to hit them in public, it's too far gone. You fucked them up. You
Yeah.
ruined them.
well, now everyone's pretty litigious, so it's like like, you know what I mean?
So what's your opinion on that? Should people just like mind their business? Like
All right, unless the person is getting like visibly abusive, like if he keeps on, if a person just like pulls the kid over their knee, gives them like 3 whaps,
yeah.
and puts them on their way,
Yeah.
and it's done. That's one thing. If a person does that and then starts like screaming at the kid,
Like berating them.
yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I get what you mean.
That's an abusive case,
Oh, sure. Yeah, I 100% hear where you're coming from on that one.
There's gray areas, it's not all.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that thinking
Yeah.
that there's gray areas. There we go.
But apparently this punishment is optional, but I can still see that kind of going awry because it's like, oh, I didn't realize that kid over there didn't have wasn't signed. All right.
I was just loose cannon that day, and I was just hitting whatever moved.
Yeah, just smacking wild.
I get what you mean.
Yeah.
So specifically, Cassville, Missouri is where this comes out of. An old school discipline method is making its way back into some Missouri schools. The Cassville School District in southern Missouri is bringing back corporal punishment under a new policy that allows students to be punished with a paddle. Administrators say it would be the last resort if other means of discipline do not work. So in the days of 50 Shades of Grey and like sex education, like that show, all these things that that show that kind of show like bondage in a positive light. You really want kids getting spanked? I don't know.
It does seem ripe for that.
Seems like, yeah, right?
And I don't know, why would you want to, a stranger or like a staff member of a school to spank your kids? I don't, especially with a paddle. Like, I just, You want me to keep reading?
Sure, if you want.
Where were you?
Just 1 second.
The Cassville School District there?
Yeah, right here.
Okay, so the Cassville School District in southern Missouri is bringing back corporal punishment under a new policy excuse me,
Bless.
that allows students to be punished with a paddle. Administrators say it would be the last resort if other means of discipline do not work. The superintendent said the change is the result of a survey sent out last year. Parents who responded said discipline was one of their biggest concerns. The complaints that we have heard from some of our parents is that they do not want their students suspended. They want another option, said Superintendent Merrill Johnson. And so this was just another option that we could use before we get to that point of suspension. You scroll down for me, dear. I do not think it's appropriate, said Miranda Waltrip, who has 3 kids in Cassville schools. She said she'd like to see the district try different ways of getting through to the students. I feel like if they had a different outlet like counseling services in school instead of corporal punishment, that would be the more appropriate answer, Waltrip said. At the end of the day, they are having to hold the child down and spank them or use whatever means they can to make the child submissive when that is not the issue. It is in fact that they need to be heard because children act out for varied reasons. Students will only receive the new discipline if parents opt their children in, Johnson said. Corporal punishment will be used only when other means of discipline have failed, and then only in reasonable form when the principal approves it, Johnson said. Johnson said he does not anticipate using this punishment often, but if the principal punishes a child this way, it will be done by administrators only, and only in the presence of another certified employee. You scroll down some more, please. Parents can also opt in or opt out of this at any point in the school year.
That won't become confusing for the teachers at all.
Oh yeah, no, that's gonna be
holy shit.
That's gonna be a massive issue. Absolutely
So
not
just if
video.
anybody was curious as to what I was doing, I was looking up what were the most popular fetishes by state to see if this has anything to do with anything. But it turns out Missouri's most common fetish is used underwear. So,
Oh,
which does have to do with
God.
the butt. So maybe
Ugh. You know Walt
it was
Dis-
worth a Google.
You know,
Like,
you know who had an ass fetish?
who?
Walt Disney.
Yeah, Disney had a ass fetish. I remember
There's
you
rumors
telling
that
me
he
about
was
that.
gay too.
I believe the ass fetish thing because like all of his female characters, you can see they're bloomers. Like it doesn't matter
Yeah. But
that
yeah,
they're wearing a scoit.
I saw this and that was just. Oh, we're really taking a few steps back, aren't
Yeah,
we?
it's absolutely crazy, especially the South. Like, and that's the crazy thing that I feel like people overlook with the whole states' rights argument is that they don't account for other states going backwards.
Mhm.
They're just kind of like, oh yeah, they can run things how they want, and it's like, yeah, even if it's a decades old practice that has no business in the modern age. Like, I don't know, that's pretty nuts to me. Yeah, that's nuts.
Right?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. The South in general, though, does have a affinity for like masochism and
Yeah.
humiliation and shit.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes it works. Like,
Oh, sure,
like my mom never had to hit me, but I mean, if she embarrassed me in public, man, I didn't do it again.
but like,
You know what I mean?
yeah, I get what you mean. But like hitting kids, like to me, is sort of like if the kid is doing something illegal, you know,
Yeah.
like because that's like it's an expectations thing. You know what I mean? It's like the police aren't gonna like kid glove you.
Of course, yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're out of control in the
Yeah.
middle of the street. But see, like that's the thing, like about things that are going like how the law works these days is that kids don't fully understand that they can be arrested just kind of for being annoying.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like that's the whole thing with public nuisancy and disturbing the peace and resisting arrest. Like all of that stuff. If
Right.
you like I mean, like here's the thing. If you're trying to get your kid out of a store, okay, and they're hooting and hollering, dragging themselves on the floor and like overall just tugging on you, then is the time to turn around, give them a little like pat on the bum and then be like, "Let's come on, we're going now."
Yeah.
Because like that's the thing, kids need to learn that authority doesn't really care.
I think the only other appropriate time is when a child is doing things with biting. Like, a quick
Yeah.
little.
But that's another
Yeah.
that's kind of along the same lines as what I'm saying cuz that's assault,
Yeah.
Like the kid needs to learn that assault comes with weird punishments and
Plus, it
unfortunately those
hurts.
punishments are assault from authority.
And plus, that hurts too. Like, you ever been bit by a toddler?
Oh, sure, but you can't teach kids. Like, I don't know. It's hard to teach kids, hey, that hurts without, like, biting them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which, yeah, I get you.
Like, it's hard to, like, drill it in their head that it's like, hey, do you see the discomfort you're causing them? Because in the moment, they don't really care.
Yeah.
They're just like, come on, we're playing bitey, grab. Like,
Ugh.
they don't really give a shit. They're just
it's
doing what they want to do.
it's a fun,
They barely even have a reasoning for it, you know?
it's a fun subreddit to go around too.
Huh.
Children falling over.
I do.
Like,
There was a video I watched recently that was like it was like ladies, I'm gonna teach you things about your man that you might not even know that are just that if you ever find out about him, just know that it's something that every man does. And one of the things was we laugh when we see children fall down or get hurt.
Yeah.
We don't feel good about it. It's not a thing we enjoy doing, but it's an instinct for whatever reason. For some reason, that's still there. And I mean, I was like, I couldn't disagree with that. I was like, oh, 100%. If I've ever been like at a park and I like I'm just walking through the park and they have one of the playgrounds
Yeah.
And I watch a kid, like, get off of the slide, run from getting off of the slide, and then immediately, like, trip, fall, and just face plant into some sand. You're goddamn right I'm laughing.
I always got crap for
Not as
being,
out loud, but
I always got crap for being kind of like, come on, get off of it, you know?
yeah, come on, get up. Yeah.
Like, I don't know. If you don't feed into it, it
Be
doesn't.
kinder.
Yeah. If you don't feed into it, it doesn't, you know,
Yeah. Yeah, I get you.
builds gumption.
It's character building.
Yeah. And I mean, in either, like, little, like, boys or girls, you know?
You want to do all the news right in a row?
Yeah. Let's
Okay,
do
let's
it.
just do all the news right in a row. So here we go. New Texas law requires schools to display "In God We Trust" signs. Oh, joy.
Texas.
Yep. That's a shocker.
So apparently, there's people that are sending in signs like this, but in God We Trust is in Arabic.
Donated. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, because I don't necessarily know if the law specifies.
That is so funny. Start sending in Allahu Akbar signs. That'd be great.
Well, let's see.
There we go.
It has to have a flag, I think, too.
Oh, good lord.
You know what? I'd be okay with the flag. I would be.
Requires schools to
Just
display
the
God.
flag.
Like the flag, here's the thing about the flag. Okay? Like, it feels really weird to be a person who, like, doesn't really give a shit about flags in general to live in the U.S. because we are flag heavy.
Flag crazy.
They are everywhere. Remember we used to play a game.
Oh yeah, we'd count the flags.
We'd
like within a few block radius.
We would play. Yeah, we would count the flags from where we were standing. And like, yeah, you anywhere you go in the U.S., you're never within.
Like,
you're never outside of 20 feet of a flag.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy.
At all times.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there's no escaping it. So yeah, in God we trust. This, like in public schools too, requires schools.
Yeah, so everyone is apparently the troll thing is just to send in like a shitload of them.
Yeah.
Like, so they have to, put everyone up, like every square inch of the school.
Oh, that's very funny, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if they are donated.
Yes.
Okay.
But that seems dangerous too, because it's like I can see just groups of people popping up to be like, we gotta make them for the school.
So, like, what if the pattern in the background is just like tiny dicks?
I don't know.
That still have to go
there's
up?
gonna be some that slip through.
Like, what if it's in Hebrew?
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. It's just because a lot of the times, whenever this shit happens, where it's like, oh, you have to affiliate to this religion, it is almost without fail, like 100% of the time, fucking New Testament Judeo-Christian God,
Yeah, no Old Testament God.
Yeah. It's never like, hey, let's put the signs up in Farsi in this school. Let's make it Sanskrit here. What if it's in Cyrillic? Like, you think they'll give a shit then?
Maybe.
Use of the national motto "In God We Trust" is expanding from its famed placement on U.S. currency to framed posters on public school walls, thanks to Texas law that recently went into effect. Senate Bill 797, which passed last year, requires that elementary school and secondary schools display in a conspicuous place at each building of the school or institution a durable poster or framed copy of the United States national motto. Yep. So long as the signs have been donated to the school district and or purchased with private donations. That gets around the whole church and state nonsense. We just felt like it was a great opportunity to display our national motto in public schools. said Tom Oliverson. This is how you know a congressional district is bored.
Yeah.
That these guys are like, well, if we don't do something that tugs at these fucking right-wing idiots' heartstrings, then they're gonna think we're not doing anything. So
Yeah.
let's start putting In God We Trust all over the schools. With donated In God We Trusts. That's not us. You know, it's not our idea. The school gets donated. It's out of our control. Who co-authored the bill in an interview with Kahua. Sorry, I wanted to say that as one word. KHOU. K Houston. This was an idea I had seen. You signed it?
Yeah, I did.
This was an idea I had after seeing something similar happen in a couple different states. Which ones? Name them.
Don't worry about it.
Other requirements, yeah, right? Like, other requirements for the sign include a representation of the American flag centered under the national motto,
Ugh.
and a representation of the Texas state flag. However, the use of glitter pens when crafting isn't strictly necessary. Signs with the phrase have already started popping up throughout schools in Carroll ISD near Dallas Fort Worth this week after being donated to the district by Patriot Mobile, which bills itself a Christian conservative wireless provider. That's very interesting. Shouldn't you guys just rely on God to help you communicate? During the presentation, the board receives a signage donation pursuant to SB 797 by Patriot Mobile LLC. So, this to me kind of sounds like, yeah. So all these original donations are from this business.
Right.
And that makes me wonder if this business is making money off of this by saying like, hey, this is how much the signs are. We've donated this many, so write that much off on the taxes next year.
Probably, maybe.
I'm kind of wondering if that's how this is working out.
That's a interesting idea.
Soon, similar signs could be spotted around schools in the Houston area. The Yellow Rose of Texas Republican women posted photos on Facebook this week showing framed signs that volunteers made and donated to a number of Cy-Fair and Tomball ISD schools.
Oh, quick little interjection. I found this fantastic Facebook page of like this real right Republican woman that's like a Christian.
Yeah.
That just abhorrent ideas. It's on Facebook. I'll have to show it to you after this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Senator Brian Hughes, Republican representative from Mineola, who also co-authored the bill, promoted the signs on Twitter Tuesday. The national motto, "In God We Trust," asserts our collective trust in a sovereign God. Actually, what it really is a reference to is how the government is in control of everything.
Mm-hmm.
And, we need to put our trust in the government itself. But, yeah, that is how donations work. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm wondering. If that's how, this is how they're making a little bit of money off of this. Like, it makes me wonder how many other businesses are cooperating with this in order to,
It's just a scheme by Big Frames.
by Big Poster.
Yeah.
That's how it makes me. That's what it makes me wonder.
Yeah.
As if that's what's going on. The national motto asserts our collective trust in a sovereign God. Well, their collective trust.
Mm-hmm.
I'm encouraged to see groups and many individuals coming forward to donate these framed pit prints to remind future generations of the national motto. What do you mean remind future generations of the national motto? It's literally on all the money. Like, it's in it's in Miracle on 34th Street.
Is it?
Yeah, that movie.
Yeah.
That's his ending argument. The little girl. By the way, this is just how stupid new and convoluted new movies have to be sometimes. Which is like, so the original one is in black and white. It's from the 50s.
Right.
And to make the judge convince the judge that there is a Santa Claus. All the guy does is walk up with bags and bags of letters and is like, there, see, this is basically a fucking petition
Right.
that all these people signed, you know? But in the new movie, there's this like part where where Matilda comes up and gives the guy a dollar bill. Like there's a dollar bill in the Christmas card, and "In God We Trust" is circled on the dollar bill. So the guy looks at it and is like, she circled on this bill, "In God We Trust." Now we trust the government to supply us with money that is worth something. And it's like, that's how he gets to, oh yeah, BT dubs, Santa Claus is real. So look, it's in that movie. Okay?
Yeah.
It's like "In God We Trust" is already in the zeitgeist. You don't need to shoehorn it into public schools to make kids who already don't give a fuck even less because now it's forced in their face. Like, do you realize how many more kids, and this is a weird segue, but you know how many more kids would be religious if you didn't force it on them in the beginning?
More than you think.
So many more would be religious if they were just like, they just found it out later on in life. It's like not a fuck ton,
but enough.
but more.
Yeah, enough.
Because like I gotta say, like the big thing that turns a lot of kids off to religion is the fact that they're made to do it.
Right.
You know? And if that's not too poignant of an example for you, think about the number of school dropouts we have in this country.
Right.
You know, forcing something onto children doesn't mean they're going to participate.
But if you spank them, it might.
Yeah, that's true. I wonder if those laws will ever
crisscross.
They'll ever have like some cross promotional value there. It's like, Missouri's spanking their kids. Maybe we should start spanking the kids if they don't like stand up for the national anthem or whatever, or for the Pledge of Allegiance. Maybe you should do that. And then Missouri is like, what's a good reason to spank these kids? Oh, they don't acknowledge the "In God We Trust" signs. Like,
they don't acknowledge the one sovereign God.
Doesn't this look like something from They Live?
Yes. Oh God,
this
yeah,
right here.
He does look like.
This looks exactly like a scene from They Live.
Yeah.
Look at that shit.
Even the woman in the background.
Senator Brian Hughes.
Jackass.
Yeah, she doesn't look human at all. I'm surprised the camera here doesn't show them as ghouls.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nuts.
What was I going to show you?
When Oliverson claims that most of the feedback he's gotten about the signs has been positive, of course, it's in your state. Not everyone is enthused about the statewide requirement. Sci-Fair parent Allie Fitzpatrick, that's a liberal name if I've ever heard one, told Kay Houston that the signs were a disgrace and an attempt from Republican groups to hijack public education. Ma'am, please, that's not how they're hijacking public education. There's tons of different ways that they're doing that. The point is, we are America, and not everyone does believe in the same God, Fitzpatrick said, and telling children that is very confusing. In 1956, President D. Eisenhower signed a law declaring "In God We Trust" as the official national motto. The resolution was reaffirmed by Congress as the nation's motto several times, most recently in 2011.
Ugh.
That's kind of gross.
Yeah, I think so,
right?
too. Yeah. I don't know. It's...
That feels gross. 2011, that's right at the end of Obama's second term. So that's not even something that's like outside of our generation's memory. You know what I mean?
Or his first term, you mean?
Yes, sorry. Did I say second?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's my bad. But yeah, well, right at the end of his first term. That's pretty nuts. More politics. How a Texas mom launched the political movement against Greg Abbott. I don't know why that was funny to read, but it was. Texas Dems say they can fix the grid. I mean,
What do experts say?
like, if this is in reference to, like, solar, yeah, it can fix the grid.
Yeah.
Because, like, we've already seen tons of examples of, like, cases of states that have an exorbitant amount of sun, getting such high production from their solar panels that it actually feeds back into the grid, and people are, like, getting paid by the power company.
Are you able to look up that Facebook thing that I was saying about earlier?
Which Facebook thing?
That one woman that's Christian woman on the homestead.
I don't understand.
It's a group. It's a
Okay,
group
it's a group.
Yeah.
Fellowship of Christian Cheerleaders. Sorry.
Do you want to open one
Christian
as an incognito tab so you don't
women.
have
Oh shit.
what?
Nothing. There it is.
Yeah, that one. Do you want to
Yeah.
open an incognito tab?
No, hang on. Let me do a thing.
Okay. It might be okay now. Chat's closed
Yeah,
off.
well, what I'm doing is, here's what I want to do. Hang on. Okay. Boom.
Bada bing. Bada bing. Okay, so
Yeah,
this
okay.
is a group that I found through one of my meme groups. And it's
Christian women on the homestead.
oh, it's awful. Let's see it. You wanna I'll let you discover
Christian
it slowly.
fundamentalist wife and mother setting up our homestead. Expect content related to the thing. To the. Friends, you have probably noticed that we are getting an influx from hate pages. What you may not know is some of them have member rosters of over 100,000 haters. They make it their business to disrupt Christian pages. Well, oh, that's too bad. It's like, I mean, you guys don't have any play anywhere else in the world. That's for sure. How many anti-abortion billboards do we drive by?
At least 5.
Every day.
At least 5, yeah.
Every day. For real. That's why they exist. Yep. When they descended upon this
Descended
page...
upon.
Yeah. Yet again, we decided that we needed a management technique. We here at CWH...
Christ-hating invaders.
Christine Weston Hansen.
Hang on, so go down to a few more. Like, there's some that are...
Have developed a method to permanently block at a rate of about 100 per minute. That is not something we ever wanted, but it's something we need to do to attain ministry goals. We need a couple of things from you. One huge issue is this last inundation was that members who had shared their painful stories ended up being further abused by the Christian-hating invaders. Many of you Christ-hating, sorry. Many of you contacted us, which is the right thing to do. We will preferentially block these targeting members here. Currently, we don't always receive the messages that go into our inbox, so you may try tagging us if messages don't work. We would also discourage engaging anyone once they've established that they are here to spread hate and evil. Banning is very rapid, and you don't want to be banned by accident. Although we don't believe this has ever happened. Well, if you banned them, they wouldn't be able to complain about it. So, yeah, of course, you don't believe this has ever happened.
Yeah, that's true.
If you do get banned, you won't be able to reach us. But we certainly want to reverse a wrongful ban. To reverse a banning, contact another member who can contact us with your name. Simple. Thank you for being here and participating. God bless. A good way to get rid of the haters is to block the folks who, as a response to this post. Yeah, that's a good point, I suppose.
Hang on, go down for a second.
Oh, to the posts or what?
Yeah.
Exposing the college and university scam. Many of these schools are sitting on piles of money yet still continue to scam students and expect ordinary working people to foot the bill. Can't wait until the whole system collapses, and yes, for the record, I have student debt. Top universities sitting on over $200 billion in endowments while taxpayers put the bill for Biden's student debt handout. That's right. Biden wanted to pay off a bunch of student debt, and of course, you know how the president does anything is through taxpayer dollars. So a lot of people are like sharing these posts now that say like, if you don't have student debt, guess what? You do now.
Can I scroll down and find something?
I'm sure. Just careful with where you click, you know.
Yeah. Oh, here's something further.
But I mean, like, yeah, like, there's all kinds of shit that people don't want to pay for, but the taxes pay for. But like, you know, most Republicans are fine with it as long as it's something that they give a shit about.
They're just, I don't know, they're so...
Like, it's so, I don't know, it's very, very flip-floppy and hypocritical and all kinds of shit like that.
Here's kind of a wild view.
Okay. And it's just one of those things that kind of make you realize, like, how fascist-like this side of the aisle can be sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Awful, isn't it?
Well, I mean, it's like, I don't know, I feel like, there is like a point where, especially on this thing where it's like Christian people are complaining about helping students with their debt.
Right.
And it's like, and I love too that the first thing that they bring up is that a lot of these schools are sitting on piles of money and are taking money from these kids anyway. It's like, so what I'm hearing from that is that you don't like that schools are privatized and you want them to be more publicly handled, which is what this would have led to anyway. Or what would have led to this anyway is the fact that they would be more publicly run. But I mean, like, yeah, like these people would have no problem with a privatized school. Like when private organizations like that ask the government for help, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
read this view.
All right. Friends, let me urge you to guard the hearts, minds, eyes, and ears of your children. Let me further urge you to raise them in the nurture and admonition of the Lord so they don't fall to Satan, the author of confusion. Yeah, that's absolutely correct. I recently saw an old friend posting personal information online. I hadn't seen her since her children were small. They are now adults and all identify as a gender or sexual orientation that is outside of the norm and falls into sin.
Sin.
Not a single child is heterosexual. Oh, heavens! Or acknowledges the gender God clearly created them as. Say it ain't so! Their mother is a boasting liberal.
Boasting liberals. Oh my.
Yep, because this page isn't about boasting Republican at all. Their mother is a boasting liberal online to capture all of the feel-good woke points she's scoring with fellow liberal moms. But that's what you do with the opposite side. She has either not paid attention to what her children are surrounded by all day, or she's caught up in the confusion as well. Either way, the very souls of her children are at risk. Think I'm exaggerating? Yes. Videos like the one below are commonplace on social media. I love this whole, like, don't you care about your children's safety? Here's this child that we will all assuredly hate so you can harass them. Think I'm exaggerating? Videos like the one below are commonplace on social media. It's everywhere and has probably even infected someone you know. Doctors, teachers, the MSM, the counterfeit Christian church will all... Oh, God. So,
yes.
They hate Protestants.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're not Christian enough.
Oh, they are a breed of their own.
We'll all bow to Satan to support and reinforce this evil. Please pray for all involved. Here's another thing. Just a little PSA for all you weird Bible thumpers out there. The Satan thing encourages us. The whole, like, this is invoking the name of Satan. It just makes us do things more. Like, I'm sorry. Kind of. It's like, you know, and the thing is that we use Satan against you. It's not something we believe in, okay? lack of belief in a god doesn't mean you then believe in the bad guy of that religion. Okay? Like, I don't, yeah. None of them. You know, it doesn't help you at all.
Oh, look at this one.
Okay? I didn't believe in religious holiday displays on public property until the Satanic People's Temple put up a decorative thing in Meisner Park. I don't know if any of you know this either, but Meisner Park is like a super rich area. This one?
Have you ever seen this?
No.
Oh, this little image here.
Wait, is this what you wanted me to read, or is there a different
Yeah,
post?
this is the one that I want to show you.
Okay. The liberated feminist. Liberated. I love that it's in quotes. What the fuck does that mean? Like, the godly trad wife. Oh, jeez. Okay, so the liberated feminist is an atheist. That's probably true. Wears a cake of makeup due to low self-esteem. Actually, I found more liberal people are enjoy the natural look.
Yeah, that's true.
In fact, a lot of feminists consider makeup like oppressive. You know?
Yeah.
Hates masculine, godly gentlemen, yet complains she can't find a decent man. Is that why I've seen like a whole bunch of liberal women fawning over Jason Momoa?
I guess so.
Like, I mean, just because they don't give a shit about godly, okay, unless they're also spiritual.
I get you.
Got a crappy tattoo at 15. You're not living if you don't get a crappy tattoo at a young age. I'm sorry. It's just...
That's true, yeah.
You're not living correctly if you don't do that. Okay. Chubby from an unhealthy diet. Yep, that's what I think of all them vegan girls, for sure. Chubby as fuck. Yeah.
A lot of them are vegan and vegetarian, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, how many flow dancers do we know?
Oh, a lot.
Yeah, are they all, like, chubby?
No.
Like,
we know some voluptuous ones, but
yeah,
that's
they're not anorexic is the point. Like,
yeah.
I mean, but that's what that implies, is that it's like, no, yeah, they're like, and the thing is, it doesn't say obese, it just says chubby.
And I mean, most men like, thick bitches.
Yeah.
Thick.
You need something to grab onto, you know?
Yeah.
Overdone fake tan and damaged hair from too much hair dye, like Donald Trump. Aborted her baby last year. Okay, she aborted a fetus last year.
I see a variation of this all the time, that the other one says aborted her black baby last year.
Oh, God.
Yeah, exactly. So not only, that's a thing.
God damn.
Yeah.
Aborted her baby last year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you've ever had a period, so have you, considering what you think constitutes a baby. Always angry. I love that part of it. Loves socialism and hates guns. I don't know that hates guns is immediately on there. Doesn't want any kids, just a lot of cats. If you're a sane person in today's economy, that's your opinion too.
But if aren't they happy that she doesn't want any kids? I mean, she has all these views anyway.
Yeah, like do you want her to have a fuck ton of kids so that she can what's the word? Indoctrinate them? Not unlike what you guys do,
Exactly.
Yeah. It's completely different from what you guys do. Works a minimum wage job because her gender studies degree got her nowhere. Okay.
I
mean,
someone's got to do the work.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I hate that part of that argument.
And you know what?
It's
the
like,
godly trad wife isn't even working. She's lazy.
Yeah, it's like, whatever. I get what you're saying when you're like, you should get a degree that means something. It's like, yeah, but it's like, someone has to do those jobs anyway.
Yes.
So, I mean, what's your point? Like, is your point that she shouldn't be working?
Yes.
Wears clothing, and then they can complain about her being a leech on the system, unlike churches.
Yes, exactly. Bingo bango.
Wears clothing that barely fits because she has no respect for her own body. Okay. Sleeps around to improve self-esteem, but only feels worse. See, that only feels worse, but I can even understand the first part. Yes, the modern day women probably have more suitors than more traditional women would consider. But the only thing that's changing is people's attitudes towards it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, who cares? Like, I mean, like, as long as everybody's healthy and taking into account, like, medical shit, like, who gives a fuck?
Yep.
Like, it's crazy how all of these things are just personal preferences.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let's see. For the godly trad wife, we have greatly loves and follows her Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Brainwashed.
She is feminine and modest. She is a loving mother.
Restrained.
Prays and reads the Bible daily. Whipped.
Indoctrinated.
Whipped in my case.
Yeah.
Pro-life.
Has no choice because she has to be a loving mother.
Proud Christian and American.
Also not your choice, just based on where you're born.
Many fun, fulfilling hobbies like woodworking and, baby making. Husband works hard for the family as she homeschool. That's his hobby. Husband works hard for the family as she homeschool the kids. Probably poorly. Both raising up in a God-centered family, so... Ugh.
Yeah, unless that husband, by the way, is like a doctor or someone in a STEM field, you're both working.
They don't believe in STEM.
You're both
Good
working.
figure from healthy diet and active lifestyle. She loves her husband and Christ loves the church. She loves and follows her husband just as the church loves and follows Jesus Christ.
So you mean we'll surely abandon him at some point?
Loves her God-given natural beauty and wears a light makeup. Light makeup.
My people, I brought stew. Hey! Stew sounds delicious. Oh, you mean Stuart. Anyway,
yeah. So that's this.
This is crazy.
I want to get this taste out of my mouth.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Let's
This is so, and you know what? Here's the thing: is that they're so shocked as to why people make fun of them.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know what? Nothing.
Oh, yeah,
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about this post, the top post, one right here, the one where it's like we're getting made fun of essentially.
No shit.
You know you can do that.
Yeah.
Right? Like you can find, libtardfeminists.com and you can plague that site too, right?
Yes.
Like,
let's see.
If that's really what's got your panties, or whatever you're wearing, if that's really what's got your bloomers all in a twist.
Mind reader, that's what I was going to say.
Okay.
Let's see the next one.
All right. Oh, good Lord. That was a good one, though. I'm definitely finding more posts from that to read on the show. Am I blocking your camera?
No.
No, I am. I am a little bit. Yeah. Okay. I'll move to the side a little more. All right. So there we go. I guess let's finish. This has one more news story-esque thing to it.
No, let's do something light.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let me get rid of this. Kabam.
I don't want to do anything heavy. It's a Thursday night.
No. I mean, it was one of the ones you picked.
No, I know. I don't want to do news.
No, I know. It's just one of the ones you picked. That's why I brought it up. It wasn't one that I was pointing out. It was one that you were like, let's do that.
This one's dope.
Let's put that one in there.
This one's dope as shoot.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
It's you'll see.
This one's from RWTF, and it's called Do You Just Get In and Drive? Hang on a second. Make sure. There you go.
Okay.
Don't forget to like the stream there, Mare. We appreciate your company in these. There you go. Also, don't forget to share out the stream, you guys.
I don't know if there's sound out there.
There's no sound. What in God's name is that?
That's a snake caught in a Black Widow's net web.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's a Black Widow, too.
Yeah. How do you even get rid of that?
You're like, what do you do? Just stopped in to say hi, and that I told Stu about what you said about the lot of us taking that train ride across both countries. Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, I would love to do that. Last time I was doing a stream, Mare was in the chat, and we discussed a long-distance train trip.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah, like something up to Canada. Because I explained to her that we had taken it up to New York.
Oh, yes, that's
that
highly
was already-
recommended.
Yeah. So that, like, going to Canada wouldn't be that much further.
Oh, no. No.
Probably not even, like, hours more, if I'm being honest. Like,
Look at this poor little garter snake.
look at that.
Right?
How'd you get up there, bud?
I mean, they have really strong webs. Apparently, there's an audible snap when you break a black widow's web.
That makes sense. If you listen really closely to spider webs, you can hear that snap for most of them.
Yeah.
Like that ding. Like, it's really crazy. Spider webs
Burn
burn the whole car. Ah, just that tire.
Yeah.
And besides, they're way off to the side of the car. You can burn them without burning the car.
I mean,
know?
if it catches that big of a meal, I kind of feel like it's entitled to live. You know?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, that looked like a little garter snake. It didn't look like it was venomous.
Yeah, think of the anti-venom you could get from putting both of those in the same jar.
Mix them all together.
Yeah.
With like a ninja blender.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you just put them in a blender. That's how you make anti-venom.
Right?
Right?
Yeah. Apparently you use horses.
Yeah, that was crazy to learn about that whole
use
thing.
Horses to incubate the virus.
The antibodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because apparently we're similar to horses.
Or at least like the white blood cells. Or something.
Yeah, something like that. I can't remember the.
Yeah, our immune system is similar enough to horses that what they do is that they basically inject horses with a weak version of the venom, and it allows the horses to build up immunity to those things eventually.
Then we harvest it.
Yeah, then we harvest the antibodies and the white blood cells from the horse so as to create anti-venom.
Yeah.
Which is nuts. Like, that's so crazy.
I love it. I love knowing stuff like that.
Anyway.
This was a fun little one.
All right, so this is from R. That's insane. There was a party in the apartment above me, and I heard a slam outside my window.
This one has sound.
Here, let's see.
Got sound.
What the fuck? Yo, are you good?
I'm cool. You good? How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. You taking a video?
Yeah. Cause you're on my fucking roof, bro.
Yeah, I'm on my roof, bro.
What the fuck?
Hey, what's your name?
Oh my god, he's trying to get some. I love it.
It's funnier.
What a consummate
Claudia?
professional.
Claudia, like chlamydia?
Yeah, like chlamydia.
That's it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, bye.
What's your name?
I don't have a name.
Oh, okay.
Oh my lord.
Right?
Oh man. What do you even do?
Roll them off.
You
your
call a
roof.
guy? Who do you call?
You let him come in through your apartment to get out of there?
I would call the fire department. I'd be like, hey, do you still
Get-
rescue things
How
that
did
are
she-
stuck on top of things? Because I got a doozy. Damn.
I thought you'd appreciate that.
I probably would have sprayed it with something by now. It's like it's a raccoon or something. Like I would have. That's how I would have treated it. Just like,
yeah,
hey,
chlamydia probably would have done that.
hey.
Chlamydia probably would have done that. You mean like chlamydia? Yeah, like chlamydia. Like
Yeah, like chlamydia. Sick. I love that response too. Just sick.
You were like that in university.
100%.
You're fun. You're fun when you're like that.
Oh, well, thank you.
I mean, fun normally, but
Thank you very much.
damn, did that get removed all the way?
Is this not the? Oh yeah, it is.
Damn.
Yeah, it did get removed all the way.
Can you see if it's down in the comments somewhere? Damn. That was a really good one.
I'm sorry about that, lovely.
There was another one that was similar to it, though. So there's been an influx of posts on True Off My Chest where it's people that are talking about opening up their marriage and then massively regretting it. It is a juicy, juicy read.
Let me see if there's one.
Oh, that's recent, February.
This one?
Yeah.
Let's see if this is still on here.
Most of the time, it's the men that persuade their wives into opening up the marriage. And, like, they're having the best time of their lives, having flings. Meanwhile, you know, she's going out and getting a new boyfriend. And apparently they lose their shit when they find out about that. You know?
Yeah, this is pretty much the trend.
Okay, cool.
Open marriage, sure, biggest mistake of my fucking life. Beautiful family, children, married, good money, decent home, and possessions. Well, I guess technically all those things are true in the moment, but they're technically untrue by the fact that you have to take the next steps. Dirty Talks turns to actually attempting being non-monogamous, which is apparently all the rage today. I get it. Wow, that sounds so salty.
Yeah, it does. I will admit it turns me on regardless of who is doing what and when. After a few adventures on both sides without the other one, things have shifted. Fun at first, exciting even, but let me just express how easy it is for a woman to find a random casual partner than it is for a man. Alright, bud. Even as a good-looking, charismatic man like myself. I know women like bad boys and assholes, but I've never been capable. Regardless, the excitement has all but faded entirely. I fucking hate it here. I sit in silence alone after work watching her and her phone endlessly. It hasn't affected her ability to parent at all. She's not a bad person. I truly believe that, but I'm at my wit's end. I don't want to be drawing breath at this point, let alone be in an open marriage. Nobody else understands because I don't know anybody in a similar situation. Everybody just says how cool it is. But I sit there praying for random interactions so I can feel better about myself and not dwell so much on the idea that she really doesn't fucking need me.
I mean, you brought that up, though.
How do I cope? Really not fun anymore. There are so many things that are worse to complain about. This fucking rant has done nothing to express how lost I am. I already am fighting, just holding down the fucking backspace and lying my empty shell in bed again like nothing has changed. I've never been the suicidal type, I thought. I find myself thinking about it more and more. She said something earlier today that our marriage is just gonna stay open. I don't know what to do. This probably doesn't even fucking belong on this Reddit, and I'm sorry to anyone who read this entire thing for something juicy. But I just needed a place to express my emptiness, I suppose. Thanks for reading, I guess.
You're welcome.
Was that an okay read?
Yeah, that was an okay read.
Fantastic.
But I mean, the trend that we're seeing a lot more of in this case, though, is men thinking
they're gonna get it good.
They're gonna get like a whole fuck ton of pussy after this happens, and it's like, oh my god! As it turns out, like how things have been going for millennia now.
Actually,
women have an easier go at it than men. And you know, it's almost like, it's crazy, but it's almost like women have an inherent natural value of some kind. I can't even imagine what that would be, you know, and I imagine this guy doesn't know what it is either, coming from a family with children. Like, I mean, with children, you know what I mean?
Multiple,
it's like,
not one child, multiple children.
Yeah, it's
multiple child.
And then these dudes have the audacity to be like, oh man, you know, like, dude,
I done fucked up.
Here's the thing, okay? Like, I guarantee you the whole reason that this happened with this guy was because he was like, man, women seem so interested in me when they knew I was married. But now that it's an open marriage, it's like, yeah, because you seem slimy for it.
He does seem slimy.
Like, women, whatever. It, like, the women that are usually, like, on the other side of this, that are, like, the ones who it wasn't their idea,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's usually some crazy confidence booster for them because they didn't realize, like, all the dick they could get.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And,
Dick
like,
for
I
days.
guarantee you she wasn't the unhappy one here
Of course.
either, that this wasn't, like, her idea.
It's most of the
Like-
time, 80% of the time, it's from the men.
Yeah, it says here dirty talk turns to actually attempting being non-monogamous, and that makes me think that, like, he was, like,
The one pushing
already
it.
flirtatious with other people
Yeah.
and was like, shit, I could get it.
Of course, yeah.
But that's, you know, but yeah, that's the trend I've seen a lot lately.
Oh, juicy, juicy stuff.
Oh, 100%. I concur. Ugh.
How long have we been going?
Going for an hour. That's all the stuff we had, like, pre-set up, though.
Okay, you want to do one more and then?
Oh, okay.
Or whatever you want to do.
Yeah, here, let me look for a... I know I have one set up.
Ooh, what was on the Ferda list that I added earlier for you?
Oh, for Ferda? Hang on.
Yeah, I added something for you earlier.
Oh, right, yeah, you did.
But I don't recall what it was.
That's right, you did add something to the Ferda list.
Let's see.
There you go. Let's see. Florida postal carrier
Yeah,
mauled
that
to
one.
death by dogs.
That one.
I just want something light. Can we not cover news? It's too heavy.
I mean, I like videos. It does
Fair.
the heavy lifting of having
That's
to read.
fair. Here you go. Florida postal carrier mauled to death by dogs.
Oh, this is a terrible
This
thing
is
to laugh
terrible.
at. Oh, I'm more.
It was Sunday afternoon when Pam Rock's delivery vehicle broke down in a rural area of Putnam County.
She just started this job in December. She had finished up her training and she was just so excited for this new adventure.
While she waited for assistance, officials say 5 dogs broke through the fence of a nearby house and attacked.
5.
Neighbors attempted to intervene,
Oh.
but by the time deputies arrived, she'd suffered traumatic injuries. According to
Oh,
niece
they're all-
Katie
are
Richley,
they all
she could not be
pits?
saved.
She had one arm amputated before she passed,
Oh.
and they had her other limbs in slings trying to save them. She, her heart stopped twice, and
Oh,
her
good
blood
God.
pressure was just all over the place.
Richley says the family is still in shock.
How did it get so far? Why were there so many dogs just able to get to her? You know, where were the owners? Why were they not locked up?
Chief Deputy
so
Colonel
aggressive.
Joe Wells with the Putnam County Sheriff's Office says animal control officials and officers have been called previously to the area where the attack took place. Wells says the 5 dogs who
Why does
attacked
that feel like that's also a thing
It's
that you
scummy.
see a lot, where it's like,
Feels scummy.
this has already happened. Like, this has already been reported that these dogs were aggressive and things like that. So why is now the only time?
I think it's a 3-strike rule with dogs
Really?
or something
I
like that. Like,
always thought it was like, if your dog bites a person and, like, kills them, like, I always thought that was instant.
oh yeah, no. In that
euthanasia.
case, yeah. But I'm saying like just a bite, like a snap.
Sure.
Like they have to
okay.
go. Like they go on a list.
Rock will be euthanized, and depending on the evidence, the owners could face charges.
They should.
They
were
should face
negligent in the
charges.
care
What do you
of their
mean?
animals.
Yeah.
They did not just attack her. They were ripping her apart.
In Putnam County, Brianna Ray Turner, First Coast News on your side.
Putnam County's going to be a real rural area.
What's the word there?
Rural. Yeah. Anyway, that was something kind of spicy.
Yeah.
Told you we got all spicy things tonight. So spicy it'll upset your stomach and your eyes. Let's see, what else you got down there?
Oh, this is just all videos that I've saved.
Let's see, keep going down a little. A lot of cop things.
Yeah, well, I don't know how to explain it. The audience really likes it.
Yeah, they do. Good for you guys.
Yeah, we really enjoy the fact that you guys seem to at least know what you like.
5th, she was pulling into the District 3 station to fill out a report when she noticed vehicle.
Do as I say. There you go.
What did she notice?
There you go. Boom. So this is Cincinnati police officers' racist outburst caught on camera. I like, too, that we have this trend of, like, good cop, bad cop, doesn't really matter as long as we got cops on screen.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
You gotta move. Ridiculous.
This profanity-laced rant sent veteran Cincinnati police officer Rose Valentino to desk duty. On April 5th, she was pulling into the District 3 station to fill out a report when she noticed vehicles lined on the street to pick up students from school. She activated her lights and quickly became angry when they didn't move.
Is she gonna just sit there?
Body and dash camera video just released by CPD
It's a school pickup line. Like, there's not no reason that this is happening.
It's ridiculous they can't let the kids out.
It's just an interesting, like, position to take. Like, it's kind of like going up to the drive-thru and being like, what the fuck are all these cars doing parked outside the building? Like,
yeah.
Shows what happened next.
Dumb. Oh, I hate him so much. Oh, I hate this world.
After rolling up her
Jesus
cruiser's window,
Christ.
she uses the N-word.
whew.
Hate him.
Valentino told
Oh,
investigators
wow.
a black student gave her the finger, which led to her outburst. She was one of 4 officers profiled by WNWT and featured in a nationally televised reality show in 2011, Police Women of Cincinnati.
Never a dull moment.
I remember that. Because there was like, okay, after Cops went off the air, there was like this huge trend.
Yeah. Of,
Like Southern
cop shows.
Fried Justice.
Yes.
You remember that shit?
Yeah, we had
Like,
a
there was one in
litigious-
Tennessee.
Yeah, a bunch of judge shows, a bunch of like things about the legal system,
Yeah.
criminal and civil law.
Yeah, for real. Well, the judge
Yeah.
shows,
They're fascinating.
they tickle a different, they scratch a different itch for people.
Of course.
Like, these here were in specific response to Cops being canceled.
Right.
Live PD
Chicago PD.
was another one. Chicago PD. Like, there was all kinds of ones
Right.
that were just in response to that. Like, the judge shows, they're you know,
They are where they are.
yeah, they're for the people who also enjoy watching, like, Maury.
Right.
You know, we like watching people get judged. We like watching people get chased and punished.
You go into every situation as if it's the first time, you've dealt with that sort of thing.
In Valentino's most recent performance review, dated after the rant, she was complimented as a hard worker who uses good judgment. A supervisor recommended she study for the promotion exam. In January 2019, this official reprimand says Valentino showed body cam footage from a homicide at the Glenway Pony Keg to family members while having dinner at the casino. In March
lottery.
2020, she was arrested off duty. Her sister and brother-in-law accused her of pushing and hitting them with a closed fist.
So family got her arrested.
She seems like a
Real winner.
spicy woman.
Yep. She's got a love for life.
And using an
Ohio
umbrella to
is a,
repeatedly strike a
cesspit.
vehicle.
Okay, so is this the real thing?
Ohio's a cesspit.
Approximately Officer Valentino's sister and brother-in-law respectfully reported pushed and struck them each with a closed fist. Strike and cause damage to Mr. Hauger's vehicle. So she also hit their car.
She pled guilty to disorderly conduct, a misdemeanor, and was ordered to attend an anger management assessment. 2 years later, she admitted
like
she
she
did not
would.
have control of her emotions here.
I hate it.
Valentino told internal investigations,
The Roseanne
"This
Barr defense. I see.
This is a hard job, and I was getting to a point where I was really being affected by it. I have been on for 14 years.
It's a hard job, and I was getting to a point where I was really being affected by it.
Damn.
I've been on for 14 years.
I can kind of sympathize with that. Okay, like
Thanks for watching our
caregiver
Yes, Lester.
burnout in general. You can, really shorten your fuse, especially in like high stress situations like that sheriffs get put under.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, like, it's also part of your job to recognize that and remove yourself from the situation. Like, if you think you cannot perform your duty adequately, don't go into work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that.
I mean, your boss, most bosses would much rather you come into work, fully capable to do your job and, possibly tackle, maybe have to, put someone down.
Yeah.
And if you can't,
Oh, yeah.
if you can't handle your emotions and you go off on somebody, up the creek,
Oh, yeah, 100%. There's a, I don't know. There's a trend that you notice with these cop videos that we watch, and that's like, or at least something that I noticed, and that's that police, the job itself requires them to be inherently paranoid.
Of course.
Like, it's not even like cautious.
Paranoid, yeah.
Yeah, it's like you have to think in a way where it's like there's danger around every corner.
This person could snap and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, obviously you're going to see places where if you're in a low crime area, maybe calm your shit. But, I can at least understand the paranoia.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, guys. We're going to call that a show.
That's a spicy show, everybody.
Yep, had a lot of good clips there. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Don't forget to like the stream before you head on out. Share it. Share the channel out there.
Check out his Twitch.
Yeah, check us out on Twitch. Also at Dick Rickles. If you have anything that you want to send into the show for us to watch, review, maybe even play sometime, send it on into dickrickles69@gmail.com or dickrickles69 on Twitter. We got Denki's Discord in the chat there that you can also go ahead and join. Send things to there as well. Denki also's got a Twitch channel as well. Also goes by Denkinasu on Twitch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Be there, be square.
Yep. See you guys in the next one. Don't forget to love yourselves and each other, and don't forget we love you.